Hey everybody out there in Facebook world, it's Michael Dominichetti with the MD Real Estate Group, and I have for us here our weekly stats update. And a little bit new today, what we're going to be doing now is we're going to include the Waterdown update as well as Burlington. Because we work in Burlington, our office is in Burlington, and we have a lot of people that are buying and selling homes in Burlington. We've had a lot of people reach out to us and ask about updates for the Burlington area as well. So we have listened and you shall receive. So let's start off with the Waterdown numbers. What's happened in the last week in Waterdown is we have 9 new listings, which puts us up to 52 active. 52 is more in line with what we would typically see for this time of year. The past 7 days sales, we've had 3 sales. Very few sales in the past 7 days, which is a bit surprising. And of those, we've had 0 over asking. So last week we had a couple over asking. This week, none over asking. And because of the high level of new listings and the low number of sales, we've got more active listings for our buyers to choose from. Some really nice homes in Waterdown available on the market right now. So if you're looking to buy a home, still, in my opinion, great time to buy. Average days on market for those 3 that sold is 18 days. So the houses that are priced right are selling quickly. The average list to sale price is about 98.5% in Waterdown, so getting pretty close to full asking price and nothing going over. So because the sales were $515,000 to $590,000, we have a lower average than we would normally see because we sold a bunch of townhouses this week. So something just to bear in mind with the numbers when you're comparing week over week is how many are there and what actually sold, because if we sell next week a bunch of detached homes, our average price point is obviously going to be much higher. When we have a small sample size, sometimes we need to really look deep as to why the numbers are the way they are. So the highest sale to list was 99.2 and the lowest was 97.9, so still fairly close to asking price. So the average was 547 this week, and we only had 1 expired or canceled listing. All right, a little disconnection there with our internet. Now back on to the Burlington stats. So in Burlington, we had 57 new listings, which brings us up to 392. When we started the year, we were around 320 to 330, so we are starting to see the inventory build up a little bit. Typically in Burlington, we see 500 to 600 listings at any given time, so we're getting pretty close to that more balanced position in the market. Last week there were 43 sales and 6 actually went over asking. When you compare it to last year at this time frame, it was probably closer to 50% of the houses in Burlington that were selling over asking price with that crazy spring market that we had. We're not seeing signs of that quite yet. My crystal ball doesn't really work that well right now, so I'm not sure what we're going to see in a few weeks. But I can tell you right now we're seeing a more balanced market than we did at this time last year. So the days on market in Burlington was 32 days on market for the average house to sell, and the list to sell was 98.3%, so pretty close to asking price. So we did have a couple over asking. 1 sold for 111% of asking price, and the lowest was at 88.9. So very extreme there, from a house that was probably listed a little bit on the low side and then had multiple offers to drive the price up, to a house that probably sat on the market for a little while and then price reduced, and then sold. So the lowest price was $315, most likely a townhouse or a condo, and then the highest was $1.6 million. The average price last week in Burlington, when we look at all the sales, was $745,976, and we had 12 expired listings. So that is your update for February the 28th, what's happening in Waterdown and now Burlington too. So we've got some great numbers, stats for you guys to understand what's happening in the real estate market, and when you have questions about real estate, we would love to be the ones to help answer those questions for you. you can give us a call at 888-444-7237. You can also reach out to us here by sending us a PM, or you can send us an email at sales@mdrealestategroup.com. Thanks for tuning in today. When you have questions, give us a call, and we will see you guys next week.